dead.
Speaking of Connor,
I'll just wake up as someone's hand.
Yeah, speaking of, we're talking about Midori Days this week.
Yeah, if you heard that little mumble of his,
I'm pretty sure you didn't.
This week, we're talking about Midori Days, an anime that Connor forced us to watch this time around.
I did not force. There was an agreement beforehand.
We watched this the same way we have watched every other show so far.
I could still say force, because I force you guys to watch things, so...
But this is an agreement we all had together. Well, no, you forced the agreement. Never mind. You are getting your just desserts. Is what's happening here.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
It's an interesting show.
Yeah, this is a very slow start because Connor's right now on his phone.
Shut the hell up. I seriously forgot if I had to turn in this assignment.
Suddenly concerned about his homework when he wasn't previously.
We're gonna go on break right now.
No, we're not. Just keep going.
Okay, whatever. Let's just start with a quick synopsis of the show here. For you guys who don't know, Midori Days is a show about a delinquent, a blonde-haired delinquent who wakes up and realizes his right hand.
So he.
We're not talking about GPO. He wakes up and he realizes.
He goes, I need to go wash my face, and then it turns out he's waterboarding a little girl because his hand just got turned into a weird chibi. It's a weird show.
Okay. It's a very weird show.
Basically, he wakes up and his right hand is a girl, and she's like, "Oh, I love you," and then that's basically the premise.
Okay.
And I know it sounds stupid, and it is.
It very much is.
But
okay. Let's redo this because I know exactly like this. The plot is this delinquent who's been looking for a girlfriend. He's out of luck with love, and he's just like...
Oh, he's failed, what, 20 times?
Yeah, he's
17?
He's failed 20 times.
17.
It's 20 times.
Is it 20?
Yeah, it's 20 times.
I thought it was 17.
No, it's 20.
Huh.
Because he says it later that it's 20.
20? No, it was 19. Because it's only 19.
No, I thought it was 21, and then he was like, no, it's only been 20.
I don't remember.
But anyway, he's failed 20.
Yeah,
he's failed 20 times, and he's like, man, I really want a girlfriend. And then, like, this other girl is like, that guy's pretty hot, though, but, like, I don't have the guts to talk to him, though.
That doesn't happen for a while. That's, like...
That's implied. Anyway, and so then one day they both wake up and they realize that, Oh,
you're talking about Midori?
Yeah.
I don't know why I thought you were talking about... It sounded like you were talking about after his hand turned into a girl. No. This is before his hand turns into a girl.
And then his hand turns into a girl.
Yes.
And then the plot just revolves around antics of him having a hand that is a girl.
And a lot of suspension of disbelief around that fact.
Oh, so much.
So much suspension of disbelief.
She's like, everyone can see her and no one seems to notice. It's
Nobody
crazy.
fucking notices.
So, Connor, you're the one who suggested this to us, and it seems that you don't have anything due, so...
Oh, I totally do. Shit. Not right now. Tomorrow, but...
Not something we have to stop the recording for.
So, tell us, Connor, what was your thoughts on this show?
My reaction? I liked it. It honestly felt... Okay, this is a show made around 2003, so it felt old. Like, really old.
It did have that feeling to it.
Yeah, but I don't...
All their clothes were, like, super...
And the animation quality wasn't as, like, on par. Even for anime before that, the animation quality was more...
I feel like you say that a lot, and I feel like you're just nitpicking, like, the top animes from back then.
No, because I looked... Dude, wait... Okay, I guess I could say this now. So the studio who did this show is Studio Pierrot, which is famous for Yu Yu Hakusho. I actually have a list here.
Yu Yu Hakusho started out with kind of meh looks.
I know.
Just saying.
I know. Pierrot's made some interesting stuff.
So
man, they like their delinquents.
So it's Yu Yu Hakusho, Naruto, Bleach, GTO, Beelzebub, Legend of Korra.
Wow, they really like delinquent characters.
Legend of Korra and Divine Gate.
Oh, Periot was who they gave Legend of Korra to?
They gave it for 5 episodes, for like 3 episodes.
Okay.
And those 3 episodes happened to be the one with Avatar 1.
Oh yeah, those were nice.
I think it was. I'm not entirely 100% sure. I saw Legend of Korra on there, and I just assumed because it looked more of their style when they went to that.
And we'll get back to Divine Gate later.
Wait, was it just 5 episodes? Because I remember a lot of people freaking out in Korra around the first couple episodes of that, like, 2nd or 3rd season. Specifically around the point where, like, Korra makes a face that's much more anime-y than we had previously seen in any of these. Not that that's relevant.
Yeah, I'm not really sure, but that's not what I have to say. And when I compare that to the quality of those other animes that they did, aka Naruto, Bleach, which started around the same time, those anime qualities which I watched back then are all above, like, 3 times better than the animation quality of this one.
Okay.
Yeah, it was consistent,
small
though.
slice of life in comparison to, like, big budget shonen action shows that have got a lot of money.
Yeah, but GTO, they did GTO.
GTO was not that well animated.
I know, but
really
it's better
wasn't.
than this one. It's better than this.
It was less consistent, I feel like. Like, this is pretty consistent. As much as it was, like, not top-notch animation or anything like that,
dude,
it was consistent the whole way through.
I had the problem with their mouth flaps, so...
I disagree with the consistency. They were changing shit so much. Like, it was on purpose.
Yeah.
They were like...
Well, no, they messed with that, but that was... I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about consistency of decent animation.
Okay, 1 second. I am completely wrong here. It's the opposite. They did all the episodes that wasn't Avatar 1.
That's what I thought. Okay. Cool.
Because
I was like, that doesn't make a lot of sense for what I was hearing.
So, yeah, they did that. But, yeah, it's... I don't know, for the animation quality, it's not, like, it feels old. Like, this feels old.
Yeah,
it
does
feels
feel
like... It feels about the same year that, like, Demon King Gambio was supposed to be in.
Yeah, I don't know. There's not a lot to talk about with the animation here. I mean, there is. It has its weird moments of whenever they go into people's weird little fantasies.
That's why the budget changes styles.
They throw in different styles, which is a cool thought. But
the budget gets so much better there, and there actually is better animation.
Sometimes
this thing references a lot of different anime.
So,
it's like I can't point them out, but there are tropes that this thing will like.
Yeah, this anime it does a lot of poking fun at a lot of different things like shonen and like wow, they really do like
a lot of shoujo.
GTO, what GTO?
Not really.
On the movie date,
not everyone was a shoujo. Only like 1 or 2 of them were references.
You're right. They really do like their
delinquent characters.
Yeah, because halfway through this, my thought process is like, dude, it's like you took GTO and combined it with Beelzebub, and then I looked up the studio. I'm like, they did both of those because it has the GTO of the delinquent, and then it goes to
I really want to see a Beelzebub cosplay of those two now.
where it's baby.
Yeah, she has her hair like spiked. And then has a little binky, and then he just has like brown hair instead of blonde or whatever.
I don't think cosplay, but I think fan art might exist of that. Maybe.
Possibly.
Well, I mean, them cosplaying is the fan.
Okay,
you know
okay.
I mean?
Yeah.
Which there was a lot of cosplay in this, which...
Yeah.
Decent amount.
Dude, she looks really good with binder clips.
The binder clip hair things. That was funny. It's cute.
But yeah, I mean, it's a comedy show, so I mean...
Yeah, it's a comedy, romance.
Comedy, romance, poking fun kind of genre, and like, if there's not really a lot to talk about,
there's a decent amount of fighting, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, but if there's
somewhat, only at the beginning and the end.
It's such a wide platter of stuff. Like you can kind of just get everything from the show. Not a lot of anything, but except like comedy.
Yeah,
I don't know. Like, I was just watching this the whole way through, and it was just lukewarm, and I enjoyed it. Like, I have to go 7 out of 10 on this, like, as my personal rating. Like, I was very tempted to go 8, just out of, like, enjoyment, because, like, I never really felt, like, too shitty on the show, but there was 2 halves of 2 different episodes I just could not stand, and I wanted, like, to end.
Yeah, for me, it was more of, like, a 6 out of 10. I watched it. It was a thing that was on my screen, but I didn't really feel anything. I wasn't really laughing at a lot of the jokes that I think I should have been laughing at, and it just felt... there was a lot of contrived moments, yeah. And for me, it was just... Overall, I mean, it's not something I would go out and be like, everyone, go watch this anime!
Well, I mean, I'd be afraid if you gave it a 6 out of 10 and you would recommend that to everyone.
Yeah. I'd probably give it around the same rating, 6 out of 10. For me, I enjoyed a decent amount of the... Not as much of the blatant comedy parts, just the kind of, like, them working around the fact that he has a girl for his hand and the way they do certain things with that. But besides that, really, I found the whole thing kind of slow. And I really like...
That's what it was.
I really like when studios or people do slow, but they have a point to it being slow. Like,
dude,
there's a reason to it. There wasn't really a reason. The whole thing just kind of was slow. The dialogue always took a little longer than I thought it should. The jokes never came out quite as fast.
Pretty sure the budget was
as would have made them funny.
That might have but here's the thing. I agree with you wholeheartedly because
those were the biggest flaw of the show
20-minute episodes. Like 20-minute episodes,
with no OP or ED.
With no OP or ED on what we were watching on it, and literally most of the time, I would get through like half of the episodes, scroll over, and be like, "Wait, this isn't done yet," and then just slump back down in my seat, like.
I don't know. They do a lot of stuff in those 20 minutes, but it's not like moving the plot along stuff. It's like kind of just their daily life stuff. Which I'm honestly, if you want something kind of like cute and charming, that's what I would recommend this show for. Like this is pre-Moe kind of stuff, or is it post-Moe?
Dude, everything's Moe. Moe's been around for a long time.
I thought K-On! Was when it like actually started getting.
K-On! Brought around the like initial super hype and buzz around a slice of life show with almost no point to it. Like most slice of lives before that, disregarding a few, were all slice of life with some sort of weird aspect around it to make it interesting. Like this show, his girl's a hand. And a lot of other shows had that going on. And K-On! Was the first really, really big thing. I haven't watched Lucky Star, but that might also be like a precursor
Lucky Star was a lot of references too, from what I've heard.
Yeah. The K-On! Was like the first really big thing that was
the one that exploded.
Yeah, the one that exploded. That's literally just girls hanging out, drinking tea, and occasionally playing music.
Like, how many times did you just see her like doing chores though?
Yeah,
you know what I meant. Like
that's what I meant.
That was the parts that I liked.
Yeah,
when she was just like doing chores and stuff like that. But whenever they tried to get into the super big joke scenes
or the super serious scenes,
because the dialogue itself, I didn't think was particularly impressive most of the time. And a lot of the characters were not super unique.
I mean, I enjoyed the nerd, just he was kind of fun.
I enjoyed him at first,
and
over time they started trying to do too much with him. Just in like,
I think that's
they made him over the top.
I think that's the problem with the show is with comedy. There's like. It's a middle ground where like
I love how we don't even need to do a spoiler section on this.
No, we're gonna get to the spoilers.
We're just like rolling right into it.
But
I guess
there's not gonna be any spoilers.
Yeah, but it's easier to it's better for the recommendation than the discussion section.
Uh,
All right, well we better do. Okay, so
you know what? I'll get into that.
Because we've given our number ratings on an overall recommendation. Who would you recommend the show to? I kind of gave mine like if you want something kind of cute and funny, that's not like it's nothing too big, but you just kind of want to watch it while you're eating junk food.
Yeah.
Honestly.
If the concept sounds interesting to you, and you really just want to know what they do with that, then I would suggest you watch it.
Quick spoiler
Otherwise,
alert,
I feel like
nothing lewd that he does with his hand, so it kind of sucks.
I don't know. Be kind of.
There's a lot of nipples though.
There was quite a bit of nipples. They were pretty down with their nipples. Really, I don't think there's anyone I would specifically recommend this show to. Like, if you're looking for comedy, I have better comedy shows I can recommend.
Yeah.
If you're looking for a slice of life, I have better slice of lives I can recommend. If you want a really weird concept, I probably have a couple others that I'd recommend that did more with it.
Did any of those get adaptions?
Oh, in terms of the weird stuff,
yes.
Some of them did.
Just say yes.
Some of them are.
Just say
some
yes.
Some of them are currently.
Some of them will be soon. Some of them have not. And I've watched strange anime, too.
I can't wait for Dawson's Manga Hour.
Dude, I have a lot of weird shit to talk about in Dawson's Manga Corner.
Alright, so cool.
But...